I not only love, but I would like to talk about the tradition, the reality in this moment in Venice, and the future with my art. So I thought about this project with a writer that is very well known in Venice. He writes a lot of books about the histories, the legend, mysteries, secrets. And so we decide why, because maybe all begin because he talk about ghosts and say I can do a body painting when a person disappear maybe in San Marco Square. Then we talk and we decide to do a bigger project, so 2 years project, because we have many traditions, 20 in 1 year. Maybe you know Carnival, of course. You know Carnival in Venice is famous, but we have many others like this one that is a feast, that San Mark feast in Venice, so the city day. And also many others about, because Venice has 1,000 year history, so ancient tradition all the year. So what's body painting fit with this? I listen to his stories and interpreted them with body painting art. This is really a challenge because it's a new way to see the old stories. I don't represent the story, but I want to make again the feeling alive. So for example, now I introduce you very quickly all the idea and then I show you some image. So for example, we talk about the feast. 400 years ago, 500 persons per day will die every day. We thought that Venice completely will die. This not happen, so we have a feast for this because we survive for the feast. But it's so old that nobody remembers. So I make, with body painting, I want to make alive again all this tradition. So just to tell you what is the project about. And the new things about this project is that I paint not only normal model, but I change every time. For example, can be a contemporary dancer, or can be an acrobatic gymnast, or an actor, or in this case I paint 1,000 Venetians, so really a challenge. And one time I painted a normal person of Venice that want to put not only the face, but all the body in this project. So every time is a different project. These are 13 projects in 2 years. Different location, the best location in Venice, because the municipality likes this project and say, okay, we sponsor you and give you the main place of the city. This is very important because nobody can have San Marco Square for less than 100, 200,000 euros. And this is an honor for me that with body painting I touch all the main place of the city. I think this can be also done for you in your specific town. So talk about your town, your tradition with body painting, and valorizing what beautiful and typical is in your place. So that's the main idea. I show you something more detailed. I think is here. Yes. Okay, presentation. This one. And like this. But no, the first one, just a moment. So, this is just to help me to explain something. You can find everything on the website. So I will go very quickly, and at the end, if you have any questions or some specific things, I will answer. But I want to do this quickly and then show you some videos that are more nice and more what we like. So, we create a logo, we do it well. This is what I already told to you. So the music you will hear are all original. I talk with the musician and say I want this feeling. So all original music and our biography, you can find it. These are the explanation of all the feasts, so I don't want to do it, history of Venice, so you will check, but just to see that there are many. I also choose some new, like the film festival, you know, the film festival of Venice, so we have also an event for that moment. It's the next one. I will do in the Lido, Venice, in the beach. I'm thinking what to do in the next one. And the last one will be, you know, there will be the Biennale of Art also in Venice and the Expo. So we will present a book with all the histories and all the photos, just to share this new way to talk about the city. Some pictures, just to begin to understand what we are talking about. These are the first, the black dancer. I paint her all of black. Then we do something in the square, is where people build the gondolas, so the fabric of the gondola. I worked also with the horses, because the tradition talk about him. And then many nice place, location of Venice, maybe, you know, the Grand Theatre La Fenice. I'll be able to do something in it. I worked with an opera singer, and I paint him. This girl is an Olympic gymnastic of rhythmic. And all these persons come almost for free because they believe in the project, and they are really great artists. So what I like is not to do only my art, body painting, like separated to all the rest of art, but mix literature, mix singing, dancing, to create something more original, no? Because everything was still done. But if you mix many things, can be only original, because also the location can inspire you, and such location like this. This is the main event of over here. I already did 6 events. I have other 6. I'm in the middle of a project. This was the last one. You can see Karala here with the Nitara. This was just 5 weeks old. And all the assistants and the people, after I explain you better. It was really incredible. And this is the last one. In the Arsenale, we talk about the sea, because the sea is important in our city. And I remind the rose. I put there something to explain what is this. All the people was in the rose, bring a photo to remind that particular feeling and write the sensation, because it was really touching. At the end of the shooting in the San Marco Square, everybody cried for happiness, and I didn't expect so much love. So let's do it, because it's not only a photo, it's, you know, body painting touch the heart. Also, if what you do is connected with something important. So that's the difference, maybe. With such a location, you can be really inspired. So I suggest you to find some nice place. For example, I will go to Japan, and maybe I want to do something, the famous Shibuya Cross, or maybe the famous old places, because also they have some energy. So energy from everything, and mix it with the body painting. For sure, you have to work a lot with web, social, newspaper, partnership. How I find all that people with the web, and with a partnership with the local newspaper, and all people read about it and know about it. So it's important also hard work on the computer. And now I talk you a little about the Rose event, because why it was so different. Because it's not only what you see there, land art, but there are 1,000 Venetians there in the photos that really would like to be protagonists of their city. Because, you know, we have many tourists, and Venice is expensive. Every year, Venice loses 1,000 people. So in a few years, we have no residents, no citizens. And so we are dying. And this is my message, not only to talk about this tradition, but also to talk about our problems. So something more and more in every event, talking about the past, talking about the present and the future with body painting. In this case, not body painting, but face painting. Every people has a stencil with the rose, and they keep it for 1 week because they were so happy. I have 80 volunteers. 30 of them do face painter, but maybe only 2 or 3 are real face painter, and it works. So they really enjoy our art, and they didn't know before. Also, if we have a carnival, but usually normal person don't go to the square, don't go to carnival. In Venice, only rich people used to go in the party, in the famous things. So this was the moment in which the Venetian take again the city as them. This is the story. Anyways, like Romeo and Juliet. In this day, the 25th of April, is St. Mark feast, and every man give a red rose to the lover. And this really happens. So when my father gave me, or my boyfriend, and all people do it without knowing why, because it's so ancient, it's 1,000 years old tradition. And now I talk with this, so I teach to the citizens why they are doing this, so I discover of the tradition, but also a moment to share together, a beautiful moment, to talk about the city, so many different emotions. I don't know if you want to know how I do it, but I sketch something in the photos, I divide in sectors. It was real hard work. 1 month before, I do it only with the paper scotch, and it was also this a challenge, very nice. I Diamond FX that helps me with the colors, provide me all the colors. This is important because I do this for free, because it's so big event that municipality says, yes, it's too much, this. If you want to do it, you can do it, but do it yourself. I do it, so I did it, so nothing is impossible, because if the project has come from heart, you can find many volunteers. Also come people from Milan, face painter from Milan, Carola from Austria, so it was amazing. And this I already talked about you. And of course, this many press release. Anyway, just to tell you that we push this project also in our city. And so let's see some more nice, like some videos, so I can explain you better what is. So the first one I show you more, so you understand what happens. But the idea is the same. This is just a short. Usually, basically, the writer talk. It's a live reading, and I will paint in the while. I paint in the while, and I paint in the while, and people say me that it's very nice, very comfortable, like a mantra, to see me painting while he's reading. So people enjoy in a different way looking you at paint. Maybe I will need more audio. You can, because there is some audio here. If you can do something, thank you. And what happens? That sometimes he stops reading, talking, and the model do something that is related to what he's talking. Here I want to talk about the sufferance, so I did all black, and it's more like an emotion, so not such decorative body painting. Maybe in future I will do also decorative in one of the next events, but here I want to talk about that, so something really touching. You know, there are the children, old people, and everybody enjoy. People that never see body painting and maybe never see an art performance, but they enjoy a lot. Can you see good? Too much light? Okay. And you can see the body painting from live and scary about it. So this is the suffering, so something very strong. Here we talk about the beast. I show you a little bit of everyone because are all different. This one, this is very cool because this is the place I talk to you. It's a very magic place where they built the gondolas since many years ago, and also people come to see by boat. It was really touching. And here I paint because of a legend of a couple that is a love story, and I talk about this. I go quickly because you can imagine. So just a little performance, sometimes no. But here, these are so amazing performers that this talk about a star. So this is the final image of this project. And after we talk about also a murder in Venice. So I do a little action painting, and they fight together to talk about this. But in our way, in the body painting way. And people like it. So this was action painting and acrobatic. Instead, I told you about the horses. There is a tradition about a saint with a horse. This is a place also where there is the Second World War. And so I talk about the saint and the world, so the good and the bad. And here with UV, I talk about the war, so nothing complicated because I have 1 hour. Every of this event is maximum 1 hour, and so here I talk about the death, and it was touching. And after I talk about the good, so this saint is talking. This is a stuntman of horses, so a person who knows what to do. And the final image is cool because he put the leg of horses on the chest. Yes, here. So, not only body painting, maybe this can. Another kind of idea, animals, but I don't paint animals. Carnival, of course, has many people because it's the main moment of Venice. Here I did an experiment. I do something with, because I was in the Telecom Future Center in an ancient place, but it was also full of modern technologies. So I want to use it, and I do something with the infrared camera. So what I did, because he talked about angels, and so I paint a model all black, and then I switch off the light and record him only with the infrared camera, put what is recording on the screen, and I remove the color so you can see only what I remove. I try to do some wigs, 3 wigs. So this is the first, and this is what. It's impossible to see here. It was better live because all this is a live performance. But it happens. It works. It was something new to paint with water, putting off the paint. This is the second part. We talk about the tradition about beautiful woman in Venice with all the gold of the city. And this is the most beautiful model I had, because it was a butterfly of Olympic gymnast. And it was touching also, because if she can move, great body. So, always I talk about beautiful woman, decoration, gold, but I don't talk about, I don't represent what happens, what he was talking about. He was talking about 12 beautiful girls that married the most rich people of Venice and put the jewels, something, just to have the feelings of the beautiness and the gold. And again, very different situation. Here I was in a theater, real theater, so many lights, many technical devices, and it's not easy. But it was amazing, because I paint this girl that is a normal girl. She was like so scared, but she wants so much to do it, because she's Venetian. She's married with a Venetian, and she loves the city. Say, I want to do something for the city. So I paint the flag of Venice, not right, an abstract flag of Venice that is a lion. And because we talk about the ancient birth of the city. So, something, a little bit of movement. And the second part was nice, because I do a different thing. This was a singer, lyric singer, a baritone. He was singing ancient John Dolan sing, like the Shakespeare period. This is Liutos live. And I paint him, it was a sad stories of love, and I paint him like what he was saying. I did this in Velden Castle this winter. It was touching, because that castle was of the same period of Shakespeare, so the right place to do it. But so, not, here I don't make nudity, because I don't care about nudity. The message was different. It was because we touch a lot, so maybe it can be something strange. But many people also here crying, because it was so different and so touching. So, another idea. And then my rose, my little baby. So here I don't talk. I want to show you what happens in 2 minutes. This is what happens. Maybe. Yes, now. That's all. So I put another video while I'm speaking, because she told me, Carola, that we are near to the end. I'm a little afraid, because I'm a little sorry, because I would like to talk more, but anyway. Here you can see more images, and you can see the happiness of the people to do something like face painting, something to be protagonist for their tradition, their city. I was up there, it was amazing. And it was very difficult to design from the floor, but if you organize it, you can do everything. I have my art assistant, my friend, my real big friend, because you need big friends to do this. I have a theater for free to organize all the volunteers. This one is the makeup artist, this is my mom. The stencil, my father do the stencil, 30 stencil by hand. And this is the model of the theater. My gymnastic, because I also teach dance. This is my dancer. So this is an important girl of Venice to organize an art pride. This is the writer. So really all the people involved are believing, and also people that I never know, old people, people that come like crazy stuff. This is Teresa, is a face painter here, and so crazy. Also, you know, this person that do a face painting in the front, you can imagine this. So,
di essere un robot senza umanità, metallo con qualche ferita.
Also the song, this talk about that the world is standing and don't do anything in Italian, and that the life is not simple. No, that here is not, the test is, here is not simple. And I know it's in Italian, but that's what we are talking about. To say we have a beautiful city, we have a fantastic feelings and strong, but we need help because we are dying. But this is a municipality politics. That's all. So I think time is finished. I hope to not be boring. If you have any question, just to, because I think this is the final clap, and it was amazing. When I talk about it, right now, people crying in front of me. And so, let's do something like this, because can make me, this is what is body painting for me. Not only decorate, not only to do something beautiful, but to do something that communicates something. Can be my emotion, like my artworks. If you see my website, I have maybe strong things that people is crying because maybe I have to share this inside me. Or you can see also this particular performance that is about my city. And in future, I don't know, but I like to mix art, to do something with full of passion, and not only decorate. Mostly I want to do something new. So search to don't do camouflage, don't do beautiful colors only, something new. I'm trying my way. I think that you mix art, you will be always original. Or if you talk about now your stories and your place, because the world is little, but we have so much in our country that don't look anymore. So it is important history for me.